Hi, I'm Chris Nemechek. I'm a professor in the government department, and I'm going to be working with the Washington, D.C. office on their spring break seminars during the spring semester of 2018. Along with Megan Shapiro, I'm going to be teaching a course that we are calling The Law and Politics of Capital Punishment. So there are a couple of reasons that I think that taking a class like this up in DC is a really great opportunity for students. First of all, I teach about capital punishment on campus, but when I do that, it's one part of a broader course on civil liberties and civil rights. So we don't get to spend too much time on the topic. And this will be a 3-credit course devoted fully to capital punishment and the sort of theoretical underpinnings, the legal ideas about capital punishment, legal precedent, as well as sort of the practical aspects of actually working on capital cases. On the last one in particular, I'm going to be co-teaching this course, as I mentioned, with Megan Shapiro. Megan's actually a former student of mine from a number of years ago who started working on capital punishment as an issue during her sophomore year at the college, and then ended up writing her honors thesis on the topic and going to law school at the University of Texas, which she did largely because of their capital defense clinic, for which they're widely known and respected. And she worked in that clinic when she was at law school. After she graduated from UT, she began practicing as a capital defense attorney, and she has worked in Virginia, in Louisiana, and Alabama, and has represented capital clients in those states. So she has a really interesting perspective of on the system from her firsthand experience, and it's experience that crosses the borders of a number of states. So it's a pretty great opportunity to hear from her and learn from her about her experiences. And of course, in addition to working with the two of us, we will also be taking advantage of all that DC has to offer and meeting with prosecutors who work in capital cases, with judges, with other defense attorneys, as well as with people who work on the issue from a more political perspective. So public interest groups who try to affect the way we implement and whether we use capital punishment in the United States, as well as people who are working in think tanks, scholars who are working on the issue. And we will even be meeting with a former death row inmate who is now out of prison and is off of death row. And he can talk to us about his experience, and that is obviously a very unique perspective. So I think it's going to be a really great semester. I hope you'll take the opportunity to join us. Megan and I are very excited and look forward to meeting you in DC. Thanks.